Team Manatee County is a group of law enforcement officers who are all riding in honor of fallen officers and raising money to remember the survivors and to support the surviving family members left behind. So here in Manatee County we had 5 riders and 2 support members. Go day, we were all very excited, ready to roll. Day 1, 105 miles to Richmond, Virginia on that Tuesday morning.
We were outside setting our bikes up, making sure the tires were pressurized and everything, and went in for a briefing and came out and it was pouring. And it was quite cold, it poured for several hours. But we rode anyways. And then we traversed through the second day, started off pretty level, then the hills progressed.
88-mile ride, and the last day was like 52, 54. So each day it got a little harder because of the hills.
No, these were steep mountains. Oh, it was tough. You know, you get up it and you're like almost to the top, your legs and your quads are just burning.
Fatigue was a big issue, and no matter how experienced a cyclist I thought I was, to be on a bike for 12 hours is a long time, no matter what kind of shape you're in.
For me personally, this ride was a challenge. Not physically to a point, yes, but it was a mental challenge as well. If it wasn't for my team members' encouragement and support, this would have been a very, very difficult ride.
I was a support team member for our team. Basically, my responsibility to get our team vehicle from hotel to hotel. We stayed in 5 or 6 hotels throughout our 8 days.
I ended up being on what they called the food team. And our role as a food team was to keep all of the riders hydrated and have food and snacks for them along the way. The most popular items were pickles, believe it or not. So we had huge jars of pickles. The sodium in that actually helps replace what they've lost, and it's good for muscle cramping and things like that. You know, seeing the riders come in and they were absolutely freezing and soaked to the bone, and you know, everybody's working hard, but I felt bad that I got to ride in a car to the next stop while they had to pedal to the next stop.
We talk about why we do it, and for me that was the toughest part, was riding in that weather and shivering cold. My lips were numb, but then you remember why you do it.
Very impressive. I'm very proud of these guys and gals and the team as a whole, because it was a total team effort. Don't get me wrong. They were pedaling, but you know, it takes the support team too.
It was great that we had so much support here. The constant encouragement on Facebook, it makes you realize that you're doing something good.
They gave us each bracelets. You ride for that fallen officer.
So as we were riding and things got tough because of the rain, the weather, people getting in accidents and things like that, which tend to happen in big groups. You just looked down at that bracelet that was given to us, or that we made for someone special.
57-degree weather with the rain, just when you're getting that mental strain, I guess you could say, we would look down at our engraved bracelets of our fallen officers and you just, you know, push harder.
I rode for Deputy John Robert Cotfilia, who died in the line of duty in 2016, though, in a vehicle accident. So that's what I constantly had a reminder of.
I rode in honor of Jeff Young, who was killed in line of duty while I was attending the police academy here.
I would say the thing that stands out the most to me during this Road to Hope tour would be just the emotions that I felt seeing the citizens through these towns. They would come out of their businesses cheering us on, so it was pretty emotional.
One of the most awe-inspiring moments was seeing officers, deputies, troopers stop on the side of the road. Some of them were on overpasses, holding salutes in the rain. It gave me goosebumps. To see the support, especially this day and age with law enforcement up there, it really hits home, and it hits hard.
Once we got to DC, the team took a trip to the memorial. To go to the National Law Enforcement Memorial and see all the flowers and the wreaths that were laid, the pictures, and it was quite moving. And the team also attended the candlelight vigil right outside the U.S. Capitol building. There was 20,000 people in attendance. They did the roll call of officers who were fallen. It was pretty moving to see the individual states. They would raise their candle for the officers that died in their states. That was quite a moving experience as well, and there was just law enforcement from everywhere.
There's nothing worse than here in the news, a law enforcement officer has passed away in line of duty. But what one-ups that is when you say he was survived by his wife and his children. And that hurt, that takes it out of you. It's for the families, so they're not forgotten.
It gives you the drive to come back to honor those fallen officers again the following year, and to get the support that those families need through the Concerns of Police Survivors with the camp they offer and the counseling services. It's going to help other families who are unfortunately going through those same set of circumstances.
Team Manatee County can't wait till next year, 2017. We're hoping that our team's going to grow. We're reaching out to law enforcement agencies here in the county, and we already have members of those agencies showing interest in joining the team as well.